No, just read on, Mother. There are some very serious, there are very serious issues. Mother, there are areas where there is no connectivity at all. There is no 5G network, there is no 4G network, Mother. The people cannot connect. Where are you going to upload all these things? Can you see? And next year.
So, Mr. Sibal, why you people are so apprehensive? They will have to answer everything. They will do it.
But Mother, they'll do it when the process has started. Mother, the process has started on 4th of November.
So that's only a preliminary exercise. Virtually, there.
No, it ends, Mother. It ends within 1 month. Not a preliminary. Then the draft rolls is prepared, Malaz. Then what do we do? When will that notice be given, Malaz? Previously, at least during the exercise, notice was given. Now they've changed that process, Malaz. Now just see further. Malaz, I'm appearing, Malaz. This is from the state of Tamil Nadu, Malaz, on behalf of Bharati. And Malaz, we have raised some very, very serious issues. Malaz. Let me first tell your lordships what the issues are. We'll just hand over a note to your lordships. Malaz, if you have an exercise like this, which applies across the board in all the states where the elections are to take place.
Because we don't have a copy of this, it's not been served.
No, because we have not issued any notice. That's
That's
why
right.
copy
So I'm
is not issued.
We serve a copy now.
Yeah, we'll serve it.
Malaz, what happens is that the situation in different states is different. Somewhere the rural community is huge. Somewhere the education is much better. Somewhere the floods are at a particular area. Somewhere there are festivals in a particular. You can't have.
Natural calamities in every
No, I'll show to your losses. No, Malaz.
part of the country will continue.
No, I'm not saying that. In this monsoon season, Malaz, can't you see in Tamil Nadu, for example, in monsoon season, Malaz, this particular season, there's a lot of rain and areas get flooded. That may not happen in other states. I'm just saying. So, Malaz, I prepared a note to your lordships. Malaz, just hand over, please. No. It's not a uniform thing that happens across the country, Malaz. The northeast monsoon in Tamil Nadu is always heavy during November and December when the exercise is being done. Malaz. The districts in the coastal area always experience heavy to very heavy rainfalls during this season. According to the meteorological department this year, heavier rain than usual is predicted. Because of this, the common people will be preparing for the same, and the revenue officials who are enlisted as BLOs, EROs, and AERs will have to manage the flood relief as well. Hence, practically, this is not a conducive time for conducting the exercise. 2, December and January are the harvest season in Tamil Nadu. It being an agricultural state, most of the agriculturalists and agricultural laborers will not be available at their houses to participate in the enumeration and the subsequent phases. From 24/12/25 to 1/1/26, Christmas vacation will be declared for schools and colleges. Most families plan for vacation and there will be minimum participation in the enumeration process. The same is the case between 13/1/26 and 18/1 being the harvest season, that is Pongal. This festival is closely connected with the cultural, linguistic, and religious sentiments of crores of Tamilians. Now, this may not be, Malaz, relevant in other states. I want to point that out, Malaz. Now, kindly see, there's a departure from the SIR, Malaz, from the original SIR of 24/6/2025. On 27/10/25, order states that no document is to be collected from electors during the enumeration phase. And ERO is to issue notice only after publication of the draft electoral rolls to those electors who could not be linked with previous SIR electoral rolls to ascertain their eligibility.
So I think one of the deficiencies they have rectified. It's a case of rectification of a deficiency, not something it should be read in your
No,
favor.
just read on, Mother. There are some very serious issues. Mother, there are areas where there is no connectivity at all. There is no 5G network, there is no 4G network, Mother. The people cannot connect. Where are you going to upload all these things? Can you see? Annexure 3 of the same order reads as follows. ERO will issue notice to those electors whose previous SIR electoral rolls details provided in the enumeration form are either not available or do not match the database. So, if it is not available, do not match the database, he'll have to fill everything up, Maharaj. He may be in a rural area, he may be working somewhere else. Where are you going to do all this? Then, Miller, the following questions arise for the procedure. When will the ERO request for the documents? We don't have any timeline, Miller. How many days will be granted for submission? No timeline set out. Who will serve the notice? What format is that notice? Under which act, rule, order will the notice be issued? How should the documents be submitted? Through RPAD or physically to the ERO, the BLO?
So, Professor Sibal, why you people are so apprehensive? They will have to answer everything, they will do it.
But Manoj, they'll do it when the process has started. Manoj, the process has started on 4th of November.
So that's only a preliminary exercise, virtually there.
No, it ends, Manoj, it ends within 1 month. Not a preliminary. Then the draft rolls is prepared, Manoj. Then what do we do? When will that notice be given, Manoj? Previously, at least during the exercise, notice was given. Now they've changed that process, Manoj. Now just see further. The enumeration from which form which is being distributed is difficult to comprehend and fill from the common man's perspective. I'll show you that enumeration form presently. Under the order dated 2710, for electors whose enumeration forms have not returned, BLO may identify a probable cause, such as absent, shifted, death, duplicate, based on an inquiry from the nearby electors and note the same. However, under the 1960 rules, only EROs, not BLOs, are allowed to conduct that sort of inquiry. Till 10/11/25, 7 days of the enumeration. This is the important, Malas. Form distribution phase, only 61.43, that is 3,93 lakh forms have been distributed. Out of these, only a meager 4,713 forms have been digitized. If this is taken into account, lakhs of forms cannot be digitized before the date of publication of the draft electoral roll. Hence, there is imminent danger of lakhs of voters losing their franchise. These are real problems of the ground, Malaj. And this is ultimately going to be a farcical exercise. The extract of the electoral roll of the Bihar SIR with reference to 1725 is added as a 13th document. I don't know why. What has the Bihar SIR got to do with it? What the electoral roll of Bihar has anything to do with the SIR to be conducted in Tamil Nadu is not made clear. This causes enough confusion in the minds of the electors as well as political parties. Will the Bihar SIR be taken as a basic document to include voters of Bihar as voters of Tamil Nadu without there being any eligibility based on the criteria of ordinary residence? The apprehension of political parties that ineligible voters in large numbers could be added in this process is fortified from reading Annexure 3, which I just showed that to your lordships. This needs to be addressed by the ECI, and necessary amendments have to be carried out in the notification dated 2710. The period of filing claims and objections to the notice phase overlaps. The period for filing claims is 9th December to 8th January, while the notice phase is 9th December to 31st January, and will be in conflict with the 60 rules. There are inherent defects in the 2002-2005 electoral rolls of the ECI. Important details such as house number, street name, adequate voter details. As such, it is not possible to identify and correlate a voter's name with the roll. I just show you one annexure, Malas. See what the chart is. Nobody will be able to understand this, Malas. See this, show that, please. And additional documents, Malas, just see that, the annexure.
Page 50.
Page 57, Malas. Well, this is coming to destroy the very. And why this great hurry, we don't understand. Anyway, Malas, kindly see, please see 58, Malas.
Everybody will wants a status quo.
No, I don't want a status quo. Malas, this is not an adversarial exercise. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
The Election Commission of India wants the system to work. You want the system to work. We want the system to work. But Malas, it's not that.
An adversarial litigation.
But it seems like that. What we are seeing down the road is like that, Malas. We are giving suggestions, Malas, and there's always resistance. Kindly now see, just see this list of 30 constituencies. Where do I get any details?
You give a copy of your petition to.
We've given, Malas. Just see 104, Malas. That's the other thing.
Issue notice.
I show you
Who is
the.
your accept notice on behalf of the Election Commission of India? A complete set of the paper book has been handed over to the Learned Counsel for the Commission. during the course of
Notice
hearing.
on 44.
There is the counter affidavit.
So there are 6 petitions, Manoj, so we'll need at least 2 weeks.
Six.
6 petitions, 42 to 47.
Huh?
44 is Bengal matter where I'm appearing, Manoj.
It's ultimately the same.
May
And then there is an IA of AIDMK also, Manoj.
Manoj, the problem,
So I don't
the
know.
problem is if you want to finish this exercise in 1 month, it cannot happen. Bengal is much worse, Manoj. Much worse. There is no connectivity. At least Tamil Nadu, Manoj, there's some element of connectivity. In rural areas, there is no connectivity. There is no 5G, there is no 4G.
The details of the electors have to be digitized by the BLOs. On the ground, the BLOs are either from Anganwadi schools or the village medians. They are
You
finding.
see, you people want to project us as if the first time in this country voter lists are being prepared. Please, we also know ground reality.
But in this manner, they have not been prepared before.
Decide every issue. There is a constitutional functionary is undertaking some exercise. They might, anybody can commit some deficiency. There can be procedural deficiency. There can be procedural irregularities also. Point out though those can be rectified.
But the problem
Don't
is,
project as if
this
country
1
is
month
75%
exercise
behind.
cannot be
As the
completed in
first
1
time
month.
democratic process is
Manoj,
taking
no. This never used to happen before, Manoj. Even in the 2002 electoral law, never used to happen like
There is
this.
already an electoral.
We all know
law in
what
this state.
happened
It's
before.
only a kind of an exercise to revise it.
But it took 3 years earlier, Manoj. They only in 1 month.
Yes, maybe.
Yes, Manoj, then how do you do this exercise in 1 month? Manoj, ultimately lakhs of people are going to be excluded, Manoj.
File your counter affidavit. One.
network doesn't work.
I mentioned that.
Network
Doesn't work.
Surprisingly, Manoj, every state is competing to show that they are more backward.
I have one
Backward instead of saying they are developed.
just
We are issuing notice unless you want that some kind of a special news report about a particular matter. Otherwise, we are
It's
issuing
okay.
notice.
Issue notice, Manoj.
We are issuing
But
notice.
Manoj, not 2, 3, because the point is the exercise is going to be over on 5th.
Exercise, we can annul Mr. Sibal if once we satisfy, we will annul the exercise
Very
if we are satisfied with your.
25.1.
2 weeks at least, Manoj.
We are, there are 6 matters, fresh matters. If there are more than that, please tell us. We are issuing notice in all the writ petitions.
Right.
No, there are
One-
6.
Let it come up after 2 weeks, Manoj.
There are 6
We'll just
petitions
stop.
and IA, Manoj.
Just a minute for your facility and also to help the election commission to understand. If all of you can prepare just a brief note like this, then you hand over that note also.
We'll do that.
So that even if the counter affidavit is suppose taking time, we can seek a response on the
That's right.
accepted note only.
We've done that for West Bengal, Manoj.
Mr. Manendra Singh, they will have instructions with reference to these points.
On the legality issue, we'll.
We are issuing notice in a new matter, please.
Yes. So, right.
For? All right, for Pondicherry, for
Issue
Tamil
notice.
Nadu, for Kerala, for Bihar, for West Bengal, we are issuing notice for all.
Similarly,
You give the number, it will be listed tomorrow.
It'll be listed
What will
tomorrow.
happen if list tomorrow, we will issue notice tomorrow. There is nothing great in it.
Ah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Which is that under section 21(3) of the Protection of People Act, a special intensive revision is permissible if reasons are stated. Here, because for the 6 of sentence made by the Indian notification, no reasons are stated in Bihar, at least some reason was purported to be stated.
This is based on.
This fundamental legal question of the government budget.
We are granting only 2 weeks time, Mr. Raghuram.
That's
to
fair
file
enough,
the
fair enough,
counter.
fair enough.
Because there are factual issues which you have raised. they also might require some reasonable time
Correct,
to
correct,
verify and respond to us.
With the larger issue, Malad, of the law, we'll be arguing separately.
Yes, that matter in any case we are hearing.
That's
We
right.
will continue the legal and issues we can
Correct.
continue to hear with those.
Correct.
Meanwhile, on factual and other semi-factual issues, which are
Within 2 weeks, they file a reply.
questions of facts and maybe some legal issues, they will verify and respond to it.
Deep,
File
deep.
your counter affidavit, please. not that.
No, there's one, just,
We can't hear like this, please.
no, there's just one more request, Manoj. What is happening is that some people are finally filing petitions challenging this very order of SIR, Manoj, in Calcutta High Court, some in Tamil Nadu High Court. So I'm requesting, Manoj, that the High Courts may not entertain whoever wants to challenge, they should come here, otherwise there will be conflicting, Manoj,
No.
orders.
Either the High Court will hear or we will hear. In case the High Courts, the petitions have been filed or those have been entertained, then we can transfer these cases
That's
also
right,
to the.
But Manoj, ultimately we have to go around, there are 12 states which are undertaking this exercise, Manoj, so.
All right, you do one thing, you point out wherever the High Courts are, we'll request the High Courts to keep those postings defer and or keep in abeyance. Or
Yes.
if an appropriate transfer application will
Then
come,
they
we'll
come
consider
here.
it.
So right now,
We can't say that what order will pass, but we'll definitely consider
enough,
if
fair
either of the side will apply to us.
Fair enough.
so I'm passing an order of the Calcutta High Court, Manoj, where they have a fixed time period, Manoj, for, so then there'll be conflict.
Assam has not been undertaken by the court.
Just a minute.
He's saying that.
Yes, Mr. Tiwari, you were, Mr. Dwivedi, you were saying.
Yes, I was placing this order before the Lordship of the Calcutta High Court, Manoj.
So we'll give it to him. My lord has already said.
So this proceeding, Lord, we've kept in abeyance.
Fair enough. We have no problems with us.
Mr. Dwivedi, what is the prayer in this writ petition?
Sorry, Manoj.
What is the prayer?
Prayer is not to
Why
quash.
don't you have a copy of the writ petition
All right.
before you just hand
So,
over an order?
We'll
How will
find
they
out.
know?
I appreciate it.
Election Commission is the common factor
Yes.
in the proceedings before us and the election in the order. But what was the prayer there?
To petition line.
You have a
We'll
copy of
place
the
it, Manoj, we'll place it.
Can you say?
It's, I was there, Manoj, it's against the same SIR, Manoj.
Is seized of, since this court is seized of the matter pertaining to validity of
That's the same SIR.
Then that's the same prayer.
special intensive revision of electoral rolls in various states including Bihar, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, etc. We request the jurisdictional high courts to keep in abeyance, stroke defer, the writ proceedings, if any, filed in those high courts touching the validity of the SIR of electoral rolls in their respective states.
Fair enough.
I think that would
Yeah,
take.
That's just more than enough, more than enough.
But if you find that this order will cause prejudice to anyone, then please let us know.
No.
We can modify.
And he hands it over to West Bengal for it.
Yes, not it, sir.
No, we handed over now.
No, you apply because it is your expedition.
Yeah.
Most appropriate course will be that you seek transfer of that. Because then at least nobody will say that we have not heard, because it is your petition. If your transfer application comes, we will allow it, because then petitioner himself is seeking transfer, then we will allow it.
My lord, I have a request, my lord. My lord, I have a request in item 42.
Date if you just fix the date.
You can do two things. I mean, subject to what, that you will take the final call. You can seek transfer, and then if you want suitable amendment in your writ petition, you can do that. If at all you take a call about it.
My lord, I have a request in item number 42. I have filed an application to implead, my lord. I am supporting the SIR. The IA number is
We will
28655.
hear you also, but if the applications intervene, that will start, it will become an endless process. But if you want, we will, have you already filed?
Oh, it's already filed, it's listed, my lord.
All right, then allowed. It can be allowed.
Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough.
allow applicant is ordered to be implemented as responsible.
And we'll respond to that also because as I'm told, my lord, there are some allegations that BLOs are not accepting and this and that. No? So we'll respond
By the applicant,
by.
We are supporting the
So we
SIR.
don't know
On
who is
the ground,
supporting
we
and
hijack
who is-
allowed without prejudice to the rights of the parties in original petition. With decide and decide both.
Well, we
They
can,
want no participation by the political parties.
Yes,
But
madam.
how can it be?
See,
That's the problem.
appropriate, of course, you.
They don't want any political party to take participation.
Which is
Look,
against the
I'm actually astounded when the ruling party says there is no connectivity in the state they are ruling.
If you are unhappy with both sides,
No, I'm not unhappy, my lord. I'm
then
happy
file
with
your
the
own
revision.
independent petition.
No, no, I'm not challenging the
political
SIR.
parties are entitled to their democratic processes.
I
We can't
understand,
stop
my
them.
lord. But if it is going to be at the cost of excluding the other political parties, then it causes serious concern.
That is for the other political party to take.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here
In a
for.
political field, not in the courtroom.
Best appropriate course will be, dismiss this application with liberty to file a writ petition.
I'm, will not just keep it pending because I'm not going to file an independent writ petition because I'm in support of SIR. I'm not going against the SIR, my lord.
No, but then, then if you are going to argue that you want SIR, but
Yes.
in a particular manner, other than what commission wants, then you are creating problem for us. Because we have to then formulate a third set of questions also, not of the petitioners, not of the respondent, then a third party.
No, no, what I'm saying is,
The petition is, that is what the representation.
For the
They
time-
File in 2025.
You want SIR, but in a particular fashion.
not in a particular
Then please
fashion,
come
my
on
lord.
this side.
My lord, I am not saying that SIR should not happen.
What?
I have been saying that SIR should happen even before SIR was.
Tell us, what is the problem or impediment in filing a writ petition? When you are-
Because I'm not challenging the orders, my lord. I'm not challenging the orders at all.
You can say that, all right, you want a direction for SIR, but subject to these.
All I'm saying is,
For the time being, let us respond to it, then lordship can see later.
I'm sorry, sir.
There is a conflict between government and the petitioners regarding the implementation.
No, there you are talking of in the High Court.
Even here also, we have pleaded. Yes, there is a conflict. The government.
No, if there are more than one respondent, yes, notice issue to them also.
Yes, but unless there is a direction also, I have only three for one Muslim order, pass an order, petition is government to publish the list of EOs, EROs and DEOs to provide their contact numbers in PDF form. If that
We
can
will-
be provided.
We will see it when we are issuing notice. And
Unless that.
let us see how they respond to that. Let us see how they
well,
respond
the
to that.
25th would be an auspicious day after 2 weeks, 25th.
After 2 weeks,
25th is the right day, Manas.
25th will be the exact.
The auspicious day for all of us.
but don't you think that you also require 3-4 days to file some rejoinder or anything?
No, Manas, we'll file it during, because in the meantime, matters will go on, Manas. We don't want to delay because we need an interim order, Manas. That's why. We'll let them file the reply, we'll argue on that, Manas.
All right, 25th then.
Deeply.
It 25th will be exactly 2 weeks, my lord. So after 25th, because 25th will be the exact, my lord.
Because after 26th, then on 26th probably, it's the Constitution Day, and of course, it's not that we are working on that day.
It will be difficult, we can keep it, is that 27, that is Thursday.
25th is fine. But it doesn't matter.
That's a new matter. Hello. 25.18.
27th.
27th. Very well. Very well.
26th also,
Anyway, let them file a reply earlier. We'll file within 2 days. If it's 26th, it's better, but
by Monday, then you make sure that you file your counter affidavit and give a copy to them. Soft copy you can immediately circulate. By Monday means Monday of 24th.
24th.
so that in 2 days' time, your lordship may have it on 26th if it's not inconvenient.
No, we don't have any problem.
Then have it 26th.
26th, the only thing is that we might require to get up maybe half an hour, 20 minutes before.
Doesn't matter, Manas, doesn't matter.
All right, we can take on 26th also.
Deeply obliged.
Lord, this one mechanism, at least election commission of India must provide us some online details so that we can.
You have made them
It's all
wise
there.
enough by pointing it out. Let us see how they respond and they react to it.
I just say it's going on, ship, why not? What will we do?
Let us see. We'll see.
In item 25,
.18 is also his matter. Can you remember that?
Yes,
Remember,
that's right.
Say that I will, you will not hear me, accommodate me after the hearing of the Viral matter.
That's right.
1.18 is.
No, we will have to respond to
Today,
that also.
without even please appreciate, today without even argument, we have issued notice in our petition. When the reply will come, we assure you, we will hear you.
No, I'm not saying 25.18, that
25-1 today, listed today. We are hearing, we thought that we will at least start today. It's not finishing the matter today, definitely. All let Bengal matter take up on that day, 26. 25. List it on 26th November. That is fair enough, that's Bengal matter.
The Tamil Nadu is concerned, administration filed yesterday defects of the cure. May I give the diary?
Take the mic first of all, please. What is the slip you want to pass on?
Lordship, that is a fresh matter, Tamil Nadu is concerned,
Tamil Nadu.
filed and refiled also, Lordship, that may be.
It will be listed tomorrow, day after, the day it is listed, we should notice, what is the problem?
That's what that is in other matters also.
It's all right to read it. Then you still.
Just find out from the registry, if there is any objection, cure that defect,
Cured.
matter will be listed immediately.
Deeply obliged.
but in 25, we have filed a IA for some interim direction.
That's also come up together.
So let me just tell your lordship what are the directions that we are seeking. It's IA 281434 in item 25, that ADR matter. 281434. Now the prayer is at page 8 in this IA. We have said, first of course is the general prayer, which is so if your lordship just turns to page 8, see the prayer.
No, but we thought, Mr. Bhushan, we will start some or the other today, the main case.
So this is the main case.
So we can start the main case itself.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So these interim prayers, which we are seeking for the general SIR, if your lordship just sees them very briefly, page 8 says direct ECI not to determine citizenship of.
My brother, you have to get the paper book. All right. See, whenever a fresh IA, keep that paper book ready, which is coming first time as a fresh matter. Don't mix up with the old briefs. Keep them separately.
So, my lord, there are a few prayers in this which are very important. One is direct ECI not to determine citizenship of voters through SIR process, since it does not have any statutory authority or mandate to conduct a citizenship verification
There is
process.
negative direction required to be issued. If they don't have power, they can't determine. If they have power, they will determine. So the question ultimately will
But
pass to the court.
they are again and again saying that this SIR exercise is to determine citizenship and to weed out non-citizens,
You are
etc.
right. Your argument may be that they are not competent. Their argument is that no, consequently, the question of citizenship also stands.
True.
But this is one of the issues that ultimately will arise in the final matter.
Your lordship is right. This is so. And alternatively, to frame guidelines for BLOs or EROs for verification of citizenship. They cannot do it arbitrarily in any case. Then B, direct the ECI to conduct software-based de-duplication of electoral roll and prepare a list of demographically similar entries and delete duplicate or multiple enrollments in the manner as provided for in ECI's Handbook on National Electoral Roll Purification in all the 12 states. So, my lord, they have a de-duplication. So, one of the problems that is arising today is that there are multiple entries of the same person, apparently of the same name, same father's name, same address, etc., and often same photograph. Now, there is a de-duplication software which the ECI has, which can easily be used to identify these duplicate names.
That's a good suggestion. There is nothing wrong there.
So therefore,
Because even they should also,
Yes.
anybody would like to maintain purity
yes,
of.
yes.
Deduplication can be in fact of two types. One, within the same constituency or within the same state. The other possibility
Across.
in the other state and.
Yes, because you can't be enrolled in two different places.
Different state.
So therefore, my lord, they have unfortunately said that though we have the software, we are not going to use this. Third is to direct ECI to conduct social audit for the purpose of enumeration as laid down. This is as laid down in its manual. This is very important. The manual says that you have to hold a Gram Sabha or a Ward Sabha or at the booth level. So the exercise that is done is you issue a notice saying that we will do a Sabha in this particular booth where everybody who is a voter here or who knows about the voters here can come. And then they call out the names one by one from the existing electoral roll in order to find out who has died, who has shifted, who needs to be newly enrolled, etc. This is an exercise that they used to do, they are supposed to do, their manual mentions this. But unfortunately, this exercise is not being done. This is the surest way and the best way. It's either called a social audit or called a Gram Sabha or Ward Sabha, etc., or booth level Sabha, where everybody is called and there, my lord, they can make out who has died, because some people will point out that this person has died, this person has moved out, this person doesn't live here at all. There is no such person here at all because the local people know who lives here, who doesn't live here, etc. So that's an exercise which is extremely important, especially in the context of this SIR. The fourth is to direct the ECI to ensure that acknowledgement slip is given to all voters who submit enumeration forms, though their rules provide for giving acknowledgement slip, but unfortunately, my lord, many people are not being given. And the enumeration forms are not being uploaded in the website so that I don't have any proof that I have submitted my enumeration form. Suppose, my lord, tomorrow, my name is deleted from the draft roll by saying that you didn't fill the enumeration form. I have no proof that I did fill and I did give the enumeration form because they are neither giving an acknowledgement slip nor are they putting up on their website. So this is extremely important. Then, my lord, direct ECI to publish names of electors to whom notices are issued on its website during the SIR exercise and during the claims and objections phase to publish details of claims and objections on its website in a clickable format as provided in the manual. So again, my lord, we are saying that the election commission issues notice for deletion of somebody's name. That look, it doesn't have.
You are seeking compliance with their own instructions.
Yes, and this is essential for transparency because otherwise,
Whether you file reply to the SAI also. Which part has been taken care, which part has not been taken care.
One prayer which I omitted to mention in this, my lord, which I also may mention, is that they are not giving the 2003 list. They say that 2003 will serve as the base in a way. Because 2003, the earlier SIR was done. But that 2003 list should be available to people in a machine readable form or in a searchable form. So that if I want to search whether my name is there, my father's name is there, my mother's name is there in that 2003 list, I should be able to search it. Yeah. Especially because booth numbers have changed now. We are only asking for those things, my lord, which
Supplementing Mr. Bhushan, my lord. Supplementing Mr. Bhushan, but I have
Just a
given a
minute, please.
brief note.
Why you connect like this? There is somebody is arguing and in between, they're not the way, please wait for your turn. Unless we call upon.
So all these are, my lord, measures of transparency which will ensure two kinds of things. One is that people get some evidence of what they have submitted, what they have not submitted. People have some evidence that that some objection has been raised to their name or some new name is being added, etc. So these are measures of transparency which will ensure better integrity of the electoral roll. Otherwise, my lord,
No, our only impression, maybe that it will be clarified, but will it be in conformity with one of the judgments of this court by Justice Sikri?
that
In Mr. Kamal Nath's petition,
No,
the
no.
lordship said that it will not be in the machine.
The
readable.
problem is with regard to Mr. Bhushan, the machine readable voter list data
yes.
is the judgment of this court in Kamal Nath.
No, my lord, I don't think that any judgment can say
That's
that
it.
The judgment actually says.
this is from their own manual, my lord.
And it
We
is
are
on the
saying
request of the
that-
Congress party which had filed.
no, no, my lord.
He is not
I'll,
representing
I'll,
Congress party.
I'll go through that judgment, but I'm
ECI,
saying that I
all
don't
parties are
think.
the same.
I don't think, my lord, any
That
judgment of this court can say that you should not give the voters list in a machine readable form. What will happen? It's only that it,
Sir, please examine that judgment, perhaps.
I'll examine that
please
judgment, but what
and
I'm
please
saying is, my lord,
explain to
We are
us
only flagging an issue.
whether,
that-
Certainly,
we
my
are
lord,
we just crossed our mind, that's it.
I'll certainly
We need to
examine.
deal with that judgment. If that
I
judgment.
agree, my lord. If
We will
there is
find
any
a
such
response to
judgment.
this. In paragraph 2, bro, this application is also based on the SIR which is being now conducted in other states. Para 2.
So, my lord, it doesn't say that it should not be
For the
published.
extent to Bihar,
All that it says is,
It should not be in a machine readable form.
no. It doesn't say that. It says it is for the ECI to decide about the format in which the electoral roll is to be published. This is what it says. Now, however, if my lord, machine readable form is such which allows people to search for their names, because otherwise they are saying that you show your name in the 2003 list, or you show your father's name or your mother's name, etc. in the 2003 list. If I can't search, now booth numbers have changed. If I cannot even search in a machine readable form, etc., then I won't be able to find. So therefore, my lord, and how does it prejudice anybody? How does it prejudice? ECI has to show that this prejudices somebody, that the list is available in a machine readable.
Bhushan, it prejudices per se a data available at large
Yes,
for mining by irrespective of the individual,
yes.
any agency.
So
And to
suppose,
that
my lord,
extent, we have
somebody
to take
mines
into
this data.
consideration the issues of individual privacy, issues of collective protection of data of Indian citizens.
With great respect, my lord, firstly,
This is not
the
a very
machine
simplistic,
readability is
adversarial
the machine
situation.
readability
It
of
has a polycentric impact.
so with the respect, my lord, machine readability of any list neither allows somebody to manipulate that list, nor does it invade the.
It's not a question of, again, you are looking at it from an adversarial point
Yes.
of the data to the extent it affects the right of the person who is seeking to vote.
Yes.
Independent of that, the
Yes.
data itself is valuable asset.
So that data
And
is,
the ECI is holding in trust.
Lord,
Who
that
is
data,
the owner of this data?
that data is available in a non-machine readable form.
Right, that's
All
why
right.
ECI.
Now,
If
now, my lord, to convert a data from a non-machine readable form into a machine readable form requires large computer resources.
What you may suggest, and it is, we are making a very generic suggestion,
Yes.
even for the ECI to consider, that the individual may have a password to access the data.
But,
And that is how the individual can verify his data on the encrypted database of ECI and thereby respond to the queries of ECI in the course of SI.
all right, at least that
So we are
much
not
should
in a
be-
question of all right, it's a
Even there can
question
be-
of debating on this and finding out the best possible solution.
I agree entirely. I agree entirely, my lord.
There can be
I
one
agree.
password for the entire family also. If not
इंडिविजुअल को एक पासवर्ड जो मोबाइल फोन में होता है
नहीं, एपिक सर्चेबल से नहीं होगा। हमें क्या पता कि हमारे फादर का क्या एपिक था या नहीं था, हमारे पास अभी थोड़ी है।
लिंकेज नहीं करोगे तो ये इशू नहीं होता।
Actually, my lord, this
we would
just
like
one line.
This just we don't want.
Yes.
We want you to deliberate on it and give us your considered view.
Because
this is something
I
which
will,
we
but I'm
cannot
just pointing
decide off
out
the
one
cuff.
sentence in that judgment.
How does it matter?
It matters because it answers your lordship's query completely. It says, if the petitioner so wants, he can always convert it, the list, into a searchable mode, which of course would require him to put in his own efforts. This is what the judgment says. Therefore,
Yes, now this own effort will require a password or an OTP to enable.
No, not at
No.
all. No, not at all.
Okay.
I can convert any list into
How do you convert?
a machine searchable mode.
How?
So there are computer scientists.
So please deliberate on it and come back.
No, I know, Lord, I know because it was done. But the problem is that only those who have considerable resources of time, energy, computer resources can do that.
No.
However, every individual voter can't do that.
Oh, that can be done at E-Seva Kendra in every.
Pardon, Lord?
E-Seva Kendras are now there.
But free Seva Kendra,
AI to do that. AI to read the entire data of the electoral database of the ECI to find out your name.
that's what people.
And that is why
That
would be, at least as we suggest, a suggestion from us, that ECI may consider, instead of making the data accessible or block, to enable individual password access for the particular individual who is seeking his name and particular.
So there is one system called search through epic number or
Yes,
whatever.
so the epic number, this
Through
is
the epic
exactly
number.
what
But the
we are-
problem there also is that for some people, for example, my lord, I want to say, they are saying that you give your father's name and your mother's name, etc. Now, I may know that my father's name or my mother's name figured in this 2003 roll, but I may not know his or her epic number, which was there in the
Why
2003
your
roll.
voter's card is not there? Your father and mother's
May
voter
not, may
card
not be, my lord.
may not
I
be.
may know that, I may know that my father had
We will
voted.
have to see how many of persons of that nature are there.
But the point is, Lord, what is the problem? When it can be converted by somebody with computer
Tomorrow
resources
someone will say,
into
"I
a
have forgotten
searchable
my
form."
father's name.
Pardon, Lord?
If he says that I have amnesia, I don't remember my father's name.
No, not that.
That's
He is saying that I don't know his,
peculiar, particular
I don't know his
situation.
epic number. So therefore, my lord, the question is this. If people with large computer resources can convert the list into a machine readable form, then what is the problem in the EC giving the list in a machine readable form? After all, my lord, the list is there. Whatever infringement of privacy.
Mr. Bhushan,
Yes,
you lock your house.
yes,
Still then the lock can be broken,
yes,
right?
yes.
Would that be a justification not to lock the house?
No, Lord, this is not that question. When your lordship is saying
The
that some
data is
people,
a
some
valuable
malicious
asset
people,
entrusted in the hands of ECI. So ECI is entitled to have layers of privacy on the data,
but Lord, for some
encryption
reason,
of the data.
for some reason, here there is no reason. Here, in my respectful submission, my lord, there is no reason, because if there was, firstly, there is nothing which suggests that anybody who has it in a machine readable form can manipulate the voters list. You can't, because that data is with the Election Commission. I may have a machine readable form, I can't manipulate the list which the Election Commission has. Secondly, you can say it invades some privacy, etc. But here, once the physical list is available, whatever privacy had to be invaded has already been invaded. No additional privacy gets invaded if it is put in a machine readable form. All that happens is that people can access this more easily, then can find out whether my father was
Let
there.
let us get their response, that what kind of danger it can pose, let
All
them
right,
explain.
Your lordship may
We
ask
will
them.
also examine.
So your lordship may issue notice on this IA and ask them to file their reply within the next week.
take a notice.
This was
They
actually
also come on the same date.
served to them 1 week ago. This IA was served to them 1 week ago.
But there's no notice issued on
In
this.
fact, Lano was telling me that after implementation, his residence was shifted from one street to the other street.
Yes.
Hours for his juniors to find out the details.
That is true. That is
This
true.
kind of thing, it's a big.
That
I'm just
practical
mentioning.
difficulties,
So we
Mr.
need a
Sibal.
solution, that's all. We need a
Practical
collaborative
difficulties
solution.
are there. Practical difficulties are there when the booths are changed or your as you say, delimitation.
Just like
So for that
de-duplication.
reason, your lordship said we should post it at the
Yeah,
polling
at the
station,
block
at the
office.
panchayat, at the block
That's
and
why we
everything.
said it's
And the
different.
BLOs and PLAs are from the village.
Mr.
They are
Sibal,
round the
so far
clock,
as
24/7
Bengal is
available
concerned,
there.
the BLOs are going house to house.
Yes. And they
As
are
per
from the
Rule
same village.
4 and Rule 5 of the 1960 rules. They are going house to house.
Earlier, Lord.
And they are village people from the same village.
Earlier in the Bihar
generally.
case, your lordship had already passed at least this order, which said the information in the draft list
In West Bengal matter.
will be booth-wise.
Is the state also party, or state has come?
No, state has not come.
No,
Some individuals have come.
Koda Singh has come.
Let us also find out that this response of the state in those matters. State is a vendor itself. Or I think state machinery must have
State
been.
may not necessarily.
State machinery must have been.
State
deployed
machinery is
for the purpose of,
deputation.
Connectivity.
We take the staff on deputation, so they.
Connectivity, let them respond.
Yes.
When a BLO goes personally, and as Mr. Bhushan says, in the Bihar order, we had taken care of these, saying that all these things will be available and the enumeration forms will be received at the block level. The problem which Mr. Bhushan pointing out, and I had flagged earlier, is non-acknowledgement of the electoral, the enumeration form, which we may call upon Mr. Dwivedi to respond, that whether this acknowledgement is not there. If it is not there, the corrective
It
measures have to
should
be
actually
taken.
also be on the website, that this person has filed this form should be on their website.
These almost cutting, cutthroat submissions made. One submission is non-access and because of internet connectivity. Second is it should be on the website. We thought that the ground level, particularly for the rural constituencies, the ground level access in the panchayat, in the BLO office is the most helpful.
That's why
Practical
that
and helpful.
social audit, that is why that
Exactly,
social.
social audit. Now, if that can be reinforced, supported and enabled, I think
That
a
is there in
large
their
number
manual.
of these problems will be addressed.
Yes, yes.
The BLO and the BLA are from the same village, available to all the voters
Correct.
24/7.
Mr. Sibal said in Tamil Nadu matter,
Yes.
they are Anganwadi workers and they are the
So they are there all the
local
time.
workers.
This social audit is continuous in our SIR scheme. It's not one point, house to house search, then Lord, your lordships have enhanced it by saying put it up on the panchayat, etc. The BLOs are from the same village.
We project an imperfect picture, become very difficult to resolve. This is the problem.
So these are not in opposition, we are just saying.
Exactly, we should enable the entire
Yes.
SIR exercise so that it reaches the common man in the easiest and most convenient manner.
And
The
therefore.
voter should be in the focus, Lord, not the analyzers and
Everything must be centered
voter
around
friendly
the
and voter focused.
There's no doubt about it. And whatever the best practices or the new experiences which have turned out to be then,
Lordships orders have been put into the SIR now.
but you have to always keep in mind the local conditions of the new state,
Correct, Lord?
because that may also vary from state to state. Some states have the literacy rate very high, the others may have little poor. So in some of these states, like in Bihar, there have been people who go to other states for livelihood and they openly come for certain, that may not be the case of Tamil Nadu or may not be in case of.
It's interstate. A lot of neighborhoods within the state, not outside the state.
Within this state, that's right. So every state will have some.
Tamil Nadu is
peculiarity.
one of the most developed states in the country. Lord.
That's it.
And
Lord, what
Bengal
I'm
is also
requesting
literacy
is-
is very high, Lord, as compared to Bihar.
This will be entirely different.
Your lordship may have this item 25 before your lordship has those West Bengal and other state matter, so that at least these issues can be sorted out. Let them, they've already had a week since we served them this IA. Let them have 1 week and your lordship may list it immediately
Ultimately,
after
the
1 week.
question of citizen, etc., will arise in them also, Lord. So it will be so let it be de-duplication instead of
Lordship
duplication.
may hear
That
it.
is coming on 26th, we can take up this on 25th.
25th, yes.
25th.
But able to take a longer time to find a response in the 2 weeks. So therefore, the state data.
Actually, enumeration period is only till the 4th of December. That is why we are saying that these
It's best
issues
if it is on the same day.
need to be
because
sorted
let's
out
hear the
before
Tamil
that.
Nadu and
Before that.
is almost,
Register is over.
it's all over.
That is over, but the rest of the country, the enumeration is only till the 4th of
Would your
December.
lordships look at para 2 I showed to
Their
lordships earlier.
timeline says only till the
So
4th of
this
December.
application is also for the subsequent, not for Bihar.
That's why I'm saying,
So it
Lord,
should
your
come on
lordship
the
may
same
hear
day.
this earlier.
We take up on 26th, but we take up this item first.
25th itself, your lordship
No,
may
20
take up this matter or maybe next week if
Our
possible.
problem is that all other
Every
matters
day
are
SIR cannot
becoming
go.
standstill.
Otherwise,
because-
next week someday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, any day, because they can file their reply in.
Or it
in
may
a
come
week.
on 27th later on.
On 26th, first we take up this application. And whatever the outcome of it, that will have some reflection.
Yes, it
on the
will.
other matters. also.
Obviously.
And then we take up the other one.
All right.
At least SIR matter will be on then 1 day. 26th को कर reply may be filed in advance.
Yes, yes.
with copy.
On 24th, your lordship said we'll file it.
Issue notice, then say once it accepts notice, reply can be filed by 24th, post this application along with main case on 26th. Is there one on this slide of 26th?
They want me to file.
This matter shown on 26th, it may be notified for some other date well in advance. So, and now only SIR matter, no other important matter to be listed on 26th. Yeah, make sure you which I- that we have allowed today without prejudice to the rights of the parties. And if you want to file any counter affidavit, you file meanwhile. Let us see how much you support them and how much you support them, because that it appears that
My lord, I am also petitioner, my lord, and Lordship has issued notice in my petition to
That's
all the states and election commission in July itself, my lord.
in your case, they have filed counter affidavit.
Lordship not permitted, my lord, my counsel to argue the case, so Mr. Vijay Hansari written my brief also, my lord.
No,
He-
we will hear
he waited 3 days, my lord, here, but Lordship not permitted, so he written my brief.
No. We said we will not permit him before we, Mr. Dwivedi conclude.
No, my lord.
Yes,
Only
that-
the case, my lord, Mr. Dwivedi, the respondent, let me finish, I am petitioner here.
No, because you see, in a way, through your petition, you are supporting the initiative taken by the election commission. So therefore, we thought that what Mr. Ansaria will argue will be supplementing the reasons which Mr. Dwivedi will give to us in support of the entire exercise.
My lord, I have
But if
prepared.
you feel that you have to argue something independently in your petition, then we will hear you separately.
Yes, my lord, I have something to say on the Article 355, how this internal security, internal disturbance, etc., my lord, to link with this.
Then we will take up your case after 26th.
No, my lord, please allow me first, then let him respond, my lord, ECI.
No, in your case,
There is a form, in fact, there is, my lord, what is confusing? SIR is started, but Form 6 has not been implemented. So I have challenged the provision that particularly the Form 6 also, because Form 6 allows Aadhaar as a proof of date of birth. That's why, please hear me first, my lord. Form 6 has not been amended. Representation of People Act have amended. Aadhaar Authority has issued notification. It says, no, this is neither the date of birth, not.
Brother, you will recollect that order, one of the interim orders which we passed,
My lord.
while permitting Aadhaar to be taken as one of the documents. We also expressly mentioned in the order that Aadhaar, in terms of the statute itself, is not a proof of citizenship or of domicile.
Obliged, my lord. What is
That is
happening? What is problem is, my lord, the old Form 6 is going on. In Form 6, it is categorically mentioned that Aadhaar is the proof of date of birth. And this is
Mr.
totally
Upadhyay.
against the Aadhaar Act and totally against the even Representation of People Act.
Mr. Upadhyay, a government notification does not override primary legislation.
My lord.
Aadhaar has been given a status with regard to identity in the primary legislation, namely Representation of People's Act, Section 25,
My lord,
capital A,
yes.
if I am not wrong.
Right, my lord. Yeah.
Until and unless that provision is amended, or you challenge that provision as ultra vires, a notification by UIDAI is an executive fiat, will not override a primary legislation. All right?
I'm saying something else, my lord. Please appreciate. Form 6, which allows the Aadhaar.
Form 6 is a product of Section 25, capital A.
Yes.
It's a delegated legislation to give effect to the statutory provision, namely section 25 capital A. So just assailing Form 6 in light of an executive notification by DAI, you cannot strike down section 25 capital A.
I'm not,
25 capital A cannot be amended by an executive direction. It can only be amended by the parliament.
my lord, lordships are absolutely
As
right.
much as
I am
the
saying,
Aadhaar will not be a proof of citizenship because the parliament mandated that way.
yes, my lord.
But Aadhaar is definitely a proof, like the
Identity.
other illustrated document in the notification with regard to identity.
Yes, identity.
And that's exactly what we said, that if you have a a school living certificate or a transfer certificate or a certificate, namely caste certificate as identity proof, why will not Aadhaar be included? And that is what ECI has done.
I'm not, my
So
lord,
what is wrong with that?
I'm not, my lord, commenting on that order. I am only saying the Form 6, which allow the Aadhaar as a date of birth proof, is totally against the Aadhaar Act itself, Section 9 itself, my lord,
Section 9 only
Of the
says
Aadhaar
it's
Act.
not a proof of citizenship.
and domicile. And the domicile.
Proof of citizenship and domicile. So date of birth is independent of domicile.
Your argument, as we could understand, is
My lord.
that 25A,
Yes.
which mentions Aadhaar,
Yes.
according to you, cannot be expanded beyond what the Aadhaar Act itself says.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
That is what in the order we have said so. Let's
And-
get clarified.
and-
Probably,
And something, my lord. This SIR, my lord, is part of the Article 355. Because without SIR, I will my lord, mention how this internal security, internal disturbance, etc. going on, my lord, demographic change is happening, my lord.
There is a judgment of this court which is a very celebrated judgment, Mohinder Singh Gill.
My lord.
It says that a decision of an authority can be supported by the reasons disclosed by the authority and not by wiser heads later on. So if you feel Article 355 is the source of power, well, if the authority did not consider it, we cannot use it to sustain it, is it?
No, my lord, I will focus on our free and fair election, Article 325, 326.
That is what Mr.
And also, my lord, the fact is that, my lord,
And prime officer, we are with Mr. Dwivedi, that's why we have not
out
interrupted the
of
process.
800 districts, my lord,
So do it on
the
25th.
demography of 200 districts have been changed, my lord. Please allow me. Please allow me.
We had finished our arguments.
Mr. Dwivedi.
Mr. Dwivedi was to start, so if he could start,
No.
at least we can get some.
I am requesting lordships to allow me to, I am petitioner here.
That's fine.
no, he has filed a petition separately.
But that can really be detached because we are here on the legality of the SIR.
I am also on the
not
legality.
Legality of the Form 6.
I am also on the legality.
No, in fact, both sides are on the legality. He says whatever is being done.
Why? I am petitioner.
Because he's talking
No,
about
he has filed a petition.
I am
That is what we
petitioner, my
told-
lord.
That is what we told last time.
So you don't argue yourself, but let others argue.
You say
There are
that.
Bengal, Tamil Nadu, so many others.
last time, I think it's getting cold feet now.
Yes, hot feet, I'm always, don't worry.
And he can argue if he has anything on.
It's good that you know my feet.
Want to start with this,
We are done on the petitioner side, as I indicated last time and this morning, Manoj. It was for Mr. Dwivedi to start. He volunteered, he would start. We're waiting for him to.
No, in between some issues have been raised today by Mr. Bhushan has pointed out certain questions. In the
Those are
application.
factual, that's not on the law.
So
The
how
law, we
does-
have argued about the legality of SIR. We believe it doesn't have any.
The only thing
basis.
is that why we are only working on the modalities of how to hear and decide the matter. Because if you hear in piecemeal, that is also not a solution.
I understand. So the legality, Manoj, in my view alone, is something that has to be answered immediately because already Bihar's elections are done. Now Bengal's, each state, they will keep improving slowly, little bit by little bit, but that will not answer the legality question. So at each state, you will have political parties from those states coming and saying, look, now it's being implemented for us.
So please have it looked at. Rather than that, my suggestion is, since we have finished for the petitioners, Mr. Sibal is also here, Dr. Sigri, they all argued. We had waited for them to respond on legality, because if legality they can answer.
Mr. Gopal, we don't think that petitioner side have finished so
No,
far.
no, we haven't, we haven't.
We don't think so.
There are two sets of petitions below, one.
Only,
Only Mr. Shankar is.
Then I'm in the wrong, we have not finished, let our side argue.
because. the
My
argument-
lord said we want to hear the election commission. One second, my lord said we would like to hear the election commission. That's why we are deferring that.
Because
I
our
don't know why we
impression
are
is that
entering into
whatever arguments touching the merits were raised by all of you, those were in the context of the interim direction
That's
which you have been
correct.
seeking from time to time. Some of those directions we have granted.
Absolutely not as far as I am concerned, because we had argued on Article 324, 325.
That's right, that we remember.
Not with reference to Bihar, it was with reference to the main SIR notification which applies across the country. It was with reference to that. Now, if, of course, Mr. Sibal says they have not argued, then let them argue on the merits, let our side, I am done. So let the others argue on merits. There are others to argue, let them argue on the merits.
As and when they will say we have no difficulty because we have.
I agree. I was under the mistaken impression we were.
Now the issue will, the another issue that will arise, that in all these matters of now West Bengal, Tamil Nadu,
Yes.
Puducherry, or maybe some other state matters come. They are also, of course, raising both issues. One, the substantive issue that SIR itself is not impermissible. Second, probably are the alternative that if at all it is permissible, then it is, say, marred by certain illegalities according to the procedural part, primarily revolving around the natural justice part.
Hastiness.
That's right, hastiness, and so then all these also need to be heard on that merit also, the first issue itself on the legality of.
I feel, Manoj, that more and more petitions will keep coming, and then your lordships will have to open that door wider and wider and wider, and this may go on. We don't know when that process
Mr.
will.
Gopal, then how to, if the fresh petitions are coming, we can't stop. That you have to take a call. If all of you take a, if you consciously decide that you want first to be determined the legality itself, then please stop the other issue. Then let us not create hurry for the.
Speak for the others.
That
As
is
far
the-
as our petition, which is the ADR petition is concerned.
Therefore, our predicament is.
Unfortunately, Lord, ADR, three councils are arguing on ADR. He says he has finished, but Mr. Prashant Bhushan in every time matter comes up, he moves some IA or some other thing, then he argues. So they are in conflict with each other and delaying the whole thing.
May I
You
make-
are.
May I make a suggestion, Manas? Manas, let the election commission put forward its point of view on the larger issue, on the legality, and we'll respond immediately, Manas.
Absolutely.
That's much better.
Otherwise, my lord, because lordships have issued notice to all this.
Because the procedure,
Including the.
what, just hold on. Then the procedural matters, what will happen is, Manas, timelines are finishing, Manas, in next December, 4th of December. And so, Manas, those procedural issues have, so for an interim order, your lordship may just set aside an hour or so. And for the main matter, please hear the election commission and we'll respond, and that'll be the end of it. That's much, it'll be quicker.
Timeline will
That's
not
why
finish
it'll
on
be
4th
quicker.
December.
But on 26th, we can give 2 hours to both sides.
That's fine.
Maybe an hour plus some.
Yes.
Maybe 1 hour, 15 minutes on this side and 40 minutes or so, Mr. Dwivedi, half an hour, 40 minutes to you on the interim issues.
That's right, that's right. And then, Manas,
Main case, we will see. That's why we indicated that if you could give a brief note like.
we've
Mr.
done
Sibal,
that. 2 notes I've given already, Manas.
That will be only revolving around the interim direction.
That's correct.
That note, basically. So if the other petitioners also give you, then you be ready only with respect to the interim issue that we can hear on 26th and then.
And then, Manas, 27th, your lordships may take, because the main matter will have to be decided before, Manas, this exercise is over. Otherwise, Manas, the whole become infructuous.
Correct. Agree.
Yeah. Village, everything. It has to be decided before the elections take place.
27th, we can continue, but then we have to adjourn PMLA matter. That is
Well,
what.
that PMLA matter has been adjusted for a long time, so we can adjust it again. This is more important because the fate of the country depends on these elections. according to me.
Rest of the matters are something, there is no great urgency.
So let's
We can-
have it on
we can
27th,
just vote.
continue on 27th on the main matter.
So 27th matters also notify them for it. Just take the dates from me and notify them in advance.
Deeply.
My lord,
I think that's the best so that we finish it in a couple of days.
My lord, what I am saying something, Lord, may I say? Because Lordship sir issued notice to all the states, 6 states are here, my lord, to oppose SIR. If Lordships today clarify that if
Mr.
the other
Bhagat,
states want to come,
We will
let them
hear
come.
you, we will hear you also on the same date, and it is beneficial for you. Why? Because you will have a fair idea that what is being argued from their side. You are essentially, let's be very clear, that you are opposing what they are asking for, primarily. So therefore, once you hear them, then you will have an idea that what has been argued. And maybe that you are able to respond in your reply, in your petition. So let your matter be also heard along with you.
I'm only requesting Lordship, if other states are wish to come, because they are the party in my petition. Even Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Bengal, every state is party in my petition. If other states come, they come, why they are coming
No,
in
but
the
in
fresh
your-
writ?
we have issued notice in your case.
Yeah, notice why they are coming in fresh writ rather than filing a counter in my petition. How the state avoid the counter and file a writ petition?
Mr. Upadhyay, we can't compel anyone to file counter affidavit. We can only give an opportunity.
Obliged, my lord.
That we have done.
One of the batch of petitioners who are favoring the SIR exercise, may small time slot be given to us also, because we have something to assist. We are favoring the SIR exercise, but we have something to assist in how it is to be done and the way forward. Like for example, my petition was, I come from
We
state of
will
Bihar.
hear all of you, we will hear all of you, there is no difficulty. But once the main case, after this interim direction issue is taken care on 26th, and then on 27th also we are continuing. We'll see that if the interim direction issue is over, and whenever we are able to take up the main case, then you can also assist. But take it, those who are supporting SIR, we will hear any learned counsel after Mr. Dwivedi and Mr. Maninder Singh finish it. First, we will have to hear them. Then we have already, in a way, how many times will assure the bar that we will hear everyone. We'll give you some reasonable time, but then wait for the turn.
We'll assist afterwards, no issue.
So Manas, he will argue first and we'll respond.
That's it.
Yes, of course.
All right, now we take on 26th and 27th.
Obliged. But if you are on that side, be on that side.
No, I'm here.
You are on my side. Then don't be on that side by being on my side. Obliged.
I was the first petition, my writ number is the 634, ADR is the 640. So my writ number is 634 and ADR number is 640.
In your petition, you have implemented all the states or
Yes,
only?
my lord, yes, all the states, the Lordship have issued
And
notice.
no other state has responded.
No. That's why I'm requesting Lordship, if Lordship today clarify.
We can't compel, Mr. Upadhyay, you know, we can only give an opportunity. We have issued notice, they have been served. It is their choice and their sweet will. If they want to file reply, they are welcome.
And 26, some other states will come that I am also in the writ, so it will.
But they are also welcome. Our doors are open for every state.
I need 1 hour, my lord, and फिर हंसरिया साहब से हाथ पैर जोड़ लेता हूँ.
Don't worry, we'll hear you out. I think if there is any other matter, somebody, item 4 or.
We don't think anybody is there, Manas, so
Then I think we also be there.
some respite.
My lords, may I just mention, the matter listed tomorrow, my lords had appointed me a mediator, I've made the report, so I just wanted to file the report.
This,
So that Majid Ali Khan, my lords.
what is this matter?
My lords, that's the case where the petitioners were granted anticipate, is that property dispute, my lords?
Huh?
It's a property dispute. The petitioners were granted anticipatory, a stay of arrest while disposing of the respondents in this case, who are the accused, were granted a stay of arrest while disposing of the matter by the High Court. They came here Some of the parties are
In a
lawyers.
46 petition probably
Yes,
bail was
yes, my
granted.
lord. So my lord
But
said,
then we requested you to.
yes, my
mediate.
lord. So I've done the mediation. So therefore, I just wanted
Is
to give
there,
my,
is there any success or?
there is some success, my lord.
Very good. Then we don't need the report. We want a success.
My lords, it will require my lord's intervention because it will still require my lord's intervention. So my lord's
Very good. If you have done something very commendable, if you will require further any direction from our side to make it 100% successful mediation, we will do it tomorrow. If
Very
you want to give us something, you
I have a small report, my lords. That's the only.
can give. But you, if anything is left out, please continue with your efforts.
Yes, my lords. My lords.
We want a amicable resolution on each and every issue.
That's the only issue is on the valuation of the property. That is the issue.
If that is the only issue left,
Yes.
then tomorrow you suggest which is the fair government or government recognized agency who can, after taking into consideration the market conditions and the market forces, they can give us fair idea what is the price of it.
I think the petitioners have a suggestion and the respondents have their own suggestion on what could be. They were not able to provide that to me before I submitted my report. So they have their own suggestions as well. My lord, we hear that.
We will hear all of this.
I'm very grateful.
Item 30.
Item 21.
Your Lordship, may I mention item number 6, Your Lordship?
31 can come next.
Item 6 is mentioned.
16.
6, item 6.
Six.
This is tomorrow's this one.
What is the item 6 today?
Your Lordship, item 6, Your Lordship, if I may mention.
Yes, madam.
Your Lordship, it's a land eviction matter, Your Lordship, may remain on the list, Your Lordship.
So what is to be done? We know that this is a land acquisition.
By eviction, my lords, I mean item 6 actually.
No, it is not land acquisition item 6.
No,
It's a case of encroachment on the river
Yes,
bed.
encroachment. So they were requesting because they wanted the other side wanted demarcation.
That report was expected. Some report was expected.
No report was not mentioned. They were to file their counter. The opposite side was to file their counter.
Yes.
They have lost their last opportunity last year.
That has to be demarcated.
Yes. Yes. They had, but last time, my lord, last year they were given final opportunity to file their counter. They haven't. They can file their counter, and my lord, the matter can be heard, my lord, because it's according to us, they don't have a jurisdiction to demarcate also.
File their counter affidavit within 2 weeks. Post the matter on so and so date. It will make clear that no further opportunity shall be granted.
Deeply obliged.
Item number 36. Item number 36. This
Today?
is regarding, no, it may be listed in the first week of December because it has been coming on board. It has not been heard.
Which item are you referring to?
Item
Today's matter.
Today's matter.
So when do you want?
Any time, Lordship, next week or the first week of December is.
Give a date in December.
31 next
14, my lords, there's some urgency. Next Tuesday, my lords.
Well,
Item 14.
31 also, my lord, there is land acquisition.
Those who are wanting a longer date, you don't require any court permission. You can take it from the court.